All right, I have a really quick canning project that I'm going to share with you. So I'm canning some mushrooms. I've actually canned these twice, and I just got some more on clearance at Kroger. These were like less than $2 a package. They were organic white mushrooms. The last time I got Baby Bells, and so I canned those, and just really something good to have on the shelf. So if you didn't know you could can mushrooms, you can, and I'm going to show you a really quick video on how. So I've got my mushrooms cut up. I'm just going to slice these up, I don't know, kind of like, you would with sliced mushrooms. And get them sliced up, and then we're going to blanch them real quick. But first, you do want to make sure you wash them really good. So what I do is I get a big pan, I put lots of water in it, I put them in there, and I put usually a plate or something to weight them down because they like to float. And that way I let them sit there for like 10-15 minutes or longer if I forget about them, if I'm doing something outside, just so that you loosen up that dirt, and then you can spray all that off. You just want to clean them really, really good. You don't want any botulism in your jars, so you want to clean them really, really good. The only other ingredient I use is some lemon juice. If you want to add a little salt, you could, but I didn't with the last batch. So I just add a little bit of lemon juice to give it that acidic, and to kind of keep the texture, or the look, the color of your mushrooms. So we're gonna blanch them. I have a bucket. I have a bottle of water over here getting ready to boil, so we're gonna heat that up, and then we're gonna just dump them in there, blanch them for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna scoop them out, and I'm gonna put them in the jars, and we're gonna use pressure can these. These have to be pressure canned for 45 minutes. This thing I love. I have pressure canned more this year than I ever have because this makes it so much easier. I am not very good at pressure canning with a regular pressure canner because I get off task. So if you're like me and you would have to like stand in front of it the whole time to remember that you are actually canning something, this is for you. You need an electric pressure canner. I have these ready to go. My water's heating up. I have set this to pressure can and 45 minutes. So now the jars are warming inside here, and I'm putting them in half pints. So little jelly jars seems to be a good size for these mushrooms. So if we go out here, you can see these are ones I did before, and I don't remember if I blanched these because these really cooked down a lot. And then these are the ones I just did, and these look better. Like I don't think they filled up the jar better because they were already kind of cooked or blanched a little bit, so they weren't as stiff, and I was able to fill the jars up. But yeah, I just did these not too long ago, and then these here I did earlier this year. I'm pretty excited to be canning some mushrooms. So remember, just browse. Like if you're getting produce, just where the organic mushrooms are usually, just kind of look and see if they're there. If they are, grab some. And I was able to get 4 containers for like $6. So I'm gonna can these up and have them on my shelf. it is the next day, but I'm going to finish this video, but I'm going to show you the little jars that I got of mushrooms. I went ahead and went through the cycle of my pressure canner and just let them kind of cool, mostly in there. I did have somewhere to go yesterday evening, so the great thing about that is it will do its thing. It will, when it's done, it shuts it off and it cools it down and it sits there. So when I got home, it was ready and done. So now I have little jars of white mushrooms. So I'm going to remove the lids today. I'm going to go ahead and remove them. They're already loose, and mark them, date them, and put them on the shelf with my other ones. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget to be lovely lights today.